Breaking news. Anti-grazing law. Satanic agenda against our livelihood. MIYETTI Allah cries to the federal government. Southern governors has killed us. Hello, my wonderful people. This is the heart cry of the MIYETTI Allah right now, crying to the federal government that they have to do something, that southern governors have killed them. They said the anti-grazing open law that has been implemented, that has started since September the 1st, is against their life, is against their livelihood, and they don't know how they can survive, and that the federal government have to do something drastic because the governors of the southern states wants to kill them, and they are rising up to ask the Buhari and the rest of them to come to their rescue, that the southern governors was set to eliminate them, and they cannot bear this anymore. My dear, if you are counting, today is just is it day 6 or day 7? Yes, of the anti-grazing law just starting. They're already crying to Muhammadu Buhari. Don't be shocked if very soon you hear the federal government saying something about the already passed law, because they are crying now that it's satanic. Oh, the southern governors is set to do them more harm than good. What is this anti-grazing law already being passed, and how they are feeling it? In fact, they are not finding it funny. You see, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if this is your first time. Let's get all the details. Breaking news. MIYETTI Allah cries out to the federal government. Southern governors have killed us. Anti-grazing law, satanic against our livelihood, against us altogether. Fulani Association MIYETTI Allah has described the anti-grazing law passed by the southern government as a satanic agenda out to destroy their source of livelihood, warning that it possesses potential threat to the corporate existence of the country as Nigeria. They cried out to the federal government to override the governors of the South decision with regards to what has just been passed, the law that has just been passed in the southern region. This was stated on Monday at the National Peace Summit, an investigation of Queen Mother Haminu as MIYETTI Allah's ambassador to lead a global campaign with a view of counterizing the propagation of the southern governors against them, and to declare that the anti-grazing law is against their life, and if Nigeria wants to be peaceful, we have to review this again. The National Secretary, MIYETTI Allah Kuta Hod, Engineer Salih Hassan, who addressed newsmen, warned that the ban on open grazing was an exposure of the country to the heightened crisis and possible jihad that they are afraid of, as there are no provision for an alternative source of livelihood for the pastoralists. According to him, the association will explore all available options, including making up legal actions against the southern governors, to the National Assembly and to President Muhammadu Buhari, who they are calling to come to their aid immediately, as well as orienting the state governors to understand the true picture of the insecurity situation, which they stress is the reason why they have banned open grazing. They said this was very clear, using the current rush to create negative law against our culture, our heritage from our forefathers, anti-grazing law, and the policies attempt to ban on open grazing are nothing but corruption-driven agenda designed to violate and undermine us as a people, to destroy our pastoralist means of livelihood. This dangerous and satanic law must be removed immediately. We will take this to the board of the National Assembly to safeguard the Constitution, and this could lead to greater danger of our coexistence as a people, as one Nigeria. If the governors of the South wants the country to be peaceful, they should get educated instead of going against the Fulani pastoralist culture, economy, interests for constitutional rights. My brothers, my sisters, you don't hear them. I don't know what you won't hear again. You don't hear them for yourself. Say they don't take the bull by the horn. And they don't take the bull by the horn. Say they're not go let them slide. Okay, they say what did they happen, so now the people of the South want to go against them. The people of the south want to go against them and are not going to let it happen. That this law is against them. This law is nothing but barbaric. This law is nothing but, something that does not want them to exist. That as a people they want to live their life, blah 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 blah, and this law does not favor them in any way. That the governors of the south is out of corruption, that they've gone ahead to put this law, that this law does not favor them. I mean, you cannot believe it. They say they're taking legal actions against the governors of the South. They will take it to the National Assembly, and they are calling on President Muhammadu Buhari to override the law that has been passed on by the southern governors, as this does not favor them, and the southern governors are after their culture, after their livelihood, and ready to destroy them. This is only 5 days, 6 days, 7 days into the ban on open grazing. Mighty Allah is already crying out that this law is against them. In Ondo State, they've been arresting them. Even in the Edo State, I learned. Yeah, in Edo State as well, they arrested a group of herders who do not want to obey the law. So they said, well, the governors of the South is against them. They are crying to Muhammadu Buhari that Buhari should rise up and override the decision that have been made by the governors of the South, as this does not go down well with them. So this is what is happening right now. Mighty Allah is crying out that they will not accept this. It's against them. They will not accept it. They will not allow themselves to be pushed out. That for the interest of peace and one Nigeria, if Nigeria wants to be one and they don't want problem, they should quietly accept grazing. But they are not addressing the issue. See, there was never ban on open grazing. What led to the ban of open grazing? Because most of I'm not saying Fulanis are the only one that commits crime. Oh, please don't misquote me. Most of the crime now perpetrated and carried around, the kidnapping and the rest, my dear, investigate, are mostly done by these Fulani headsmen. They've left cattle rearing now. They found a lucrative business of kidnapping people and asking for huge ransom. Investigate now. So this is why people said, okay, to curtail and to curb this thing, let us put a law that prohibits them from doing, and they are not even addressing that issue. I don't think Nigerians hate, I mean, the Fulanis and everybody have lived, peacefully for a long time. So how come you should be thinking about it. All of a sudden, why is everybody against you? What did you do? Why is everybody suddenly against you? This call for serious attention and should not be taken with levity and just say, oh, they are against me, blah, blah, blah. Who is against? Why are they against you? What happened? Why are they against you? What did you do? Leave us a comment. We'd like to hear from you. God bless you. Bye for now.